Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clowning Around the Ring. My name is Adrian Diesel, and I am the advocate of the youngest male to ever beat male pattern baldness. My client is the longest reigning and defending undisputed TNT champion of the Clown Federation, Cool Sheen.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Welcome
to Clowning Around the Ring.
D-Mac, we're gonna get demonetized right then and there. You think?
Nah,
No.
I talked over it.
That's true.
It's all good.
That's true. Also, it was my mouth making a horrible rendition of it. So
They can't get us.
they can't get me. What are they gonna get me for? Badness?
What are you, how you feeling? How you doing this week?
I'm tired. Very tired. I think it's only, respectful if, we got to say RIPs, to...
That's where you want to start? Yes, sir. That's where we should start.
One of the greatest intercontinental champions to ever do it, The first ever cool bad guy, in my opinions, a man of many names, R.I.P. Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. You feel me? You feel me, dog?
The original bad guy.
Yes, sir. The
original bad guy, man. It's crazy.
He's influenced a lot of men, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Like The Rock, kind of like the way they throw their punches is kind of like that's where the Rock got it. Damian Priest's finisher for F's sake is the Razor's Edge. So, it's around. He's around. He's been around the block. He's always been and behind the scenes too. He's like a helpful person. Lots of people, I guess. Good for him.
Yeah, they did a little tribute on, they did a tribute on Monday and Tuesday. I don't think we saw one on SmackDown.
That's disrespectful.
On the Hulu cut. Sorry, excuse us. On the Hulu cut. They may have done it live.
Yeah, but
I didn't watch it live, so I want to say that I want to put respect on them because they could have done it and we didn't see.
Sure,
but
sure. Fair.
Speaking of Raw, that's where we're gonna begin, I believe.
Yeah.
That's where we're gonna begin. You wanna tell us how we started off?
We started off, dude. Bro, we started off the show the same way we ended the show. With Kevin Owens and Seth fucking Rollins. Okay? Which is fine. Because they had to segue their way into the match that they had at the end of the show, which was loser is not at Mania. Big wham. Gotta call the ambulance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the first match of the night, I don't know, was Finn Balor against Damian Priest.
I believe so.
And Austin Theory came out to do commentary, and it's kind of cool. I do appreciate how this man's kind of working multiple shows, a couple different storylines.
Yep.
Kind of, good for him. He's a young, and he's doing all the work.
I like the banters too. He's not being stale with his character, I guess. He's his trash talk isn't just the same old.
Yeah, but it was just it was rough to hear him try to say that he was better at commentating. But other than that, it was good. You okay over there, bud?
I'm just trying to get, a little laid back look, you know what I mean? Trying to post up for a second.
Sure.
While we go through Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
Before I get too excited.
Yeah. Austin Theory, though, made Balor lose, no? Do you remember? Pretty sure that Theory interrupted and then that, made Balor lose.
Yes.
Which, I mean, that's fine. It's not like Balor's a champion or anything. You know what I mean?
It's not, yeah. Well, I just don't think they care to make their champions look savage.
What?
I had that debate over my Twitter, over Twitter.
Like, they just don't care to make their champions look savage at all. The
mid card ones.
I had that complaint. Okay, true. But I had that complaint actually through and through this week. But anyways.
Thinking, processing. Oh, my.
Miz and Logan came out.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Were they on the commentary too, or were they just out there? I don't remember. They were out there. They were on the... I remember seeing them sitting down because I remember going, that Logan Paul shirt is not too bad when they were sitting down.
Maybe they were out there talking.
Maybe only one of them was... They might have not been mic'd up, but they were out.
Okay.
For the whole match, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Ray and Dom. It was Ray and Dom against the Hurt Business.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't remember when they came out, but I remember that Miz and Logan came out, and it was at the end of the match. So they might have been commentating because they got up at the end of the match.
Yep.
And they tried to jump him.
They did. Well, then they did. They really did. They thought they could do it again. Lightning doesn't strike twice in the same spot or whatever.
I like that. Yeah. They tried to jump him. Logan had some good moves. I'm excited to see that matchup because I think that Logan is willing to fly like
he wants to.
Yeah, like Ray and Dom do. So I think that it'll make it an exciting match. Miz might even get up and out there, risk something. He's very risk averse, but I think that he might throw a little extra caution to the wind, you know what I mean, in this type of match because everyone in it is willing to go balls to the wall.
Yeah, the Miz definitely will come off the top turnbuckle.
Yeah, but he's just I just see him as a very risk averse.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's why I'm
type.
top. Like that's like the safest.
Yeah.
But also like not the safest. You know what I mean? Whatever, dude. Yeah, bro. Because Logan Paul's tried to do the skull crushing finales, or the Miz was trying to do it on Ray, and then they flipped the script and they were like, no, not this time, buddy. And then they knocked the Miz out the ring, and Logan Paul's went for more action, and then they got him. They set him up for the 619, and the Miz saved him.
Yanked him out.
That
was good.
I still don't.
I'm liking this.
Because 2 weeks ago,
I'm liking this Mania build.
2 weeks ago when Miz was talking schmack on the hometown, I was really like, Logan Paul is totally going to be like, what the fuck, at Mania, and like pull something to where like Miz loses, not Logan, by like Logan's demise or whatever. But I don't know, because this time the Miz did something good, he helped Logan, he pulled him out. He could have let him get hit.
Saved
by
him from the 619.
Yeah, the double. It would have been Dom and Ray's feet in the face. But it's fine. It's okay. Save it for Mania. The build is going fine. You're right.
Yeah, I like it.
Build's going. I'm here for it.
I like it. I'm with it.
And also, Paul's entrance music isn't the worst, and I'm sure that he can throw money down on some pyro, and I know the Miz is gonna have pyro, so
Yeah, their entrance is gonna be crazy.
I hope like. Fuck it, dude.
They might have some.
Is this Paul brother the Pokemon guy?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop right there. I'm just done.
Yeah.
I'll just stop right there.
That's what I was about to say to you, dog.
I'll just stop right there. Wow. Please do something fucking savage, dude. Oh my god. Like, please wear the chain out. I don't care, bro. I don't do something sick.
Big drip.
Do something sweet, dude. Oh my.
Wear a box as a chain.
Dude, I don't. I was gonna say like come out literally just in your boxing shit, and then I was like, wait.
No. Where?
Yeah. I know what you meant. Also, like,
First
what if he just
edition
came out in
box.
his boxing shit?
That would be clown.
That'd be dope. Also, to be clown. Do you think he's gonna buy the Mysterio's Rolexes? Or do you think it's not that big of a? Or do you think he's like?
Nah, that's Jake.
Does he only? Oh, wrong one. I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's Jake. Jake buys the Rolexes.
My bad. For his opponent. My bad. Okay. My bad.
Logan actually is owed money by Floyd, which is funny. A little tangent-y.
But he can't read, so like, has Logan been calling or texting?
That's hilarious. What? That is so funny. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of millions too. It's pretty funny.
Millions. And millions.
And millions. Yep.
Damn. You know how many millions are gonna be upset if Edge's theme song is his new one and not You Think You Know Me?
I think
if it's not gonna be the Metalingus one at WrestleMania, people are gonna be a little sad.
So yes, people are upset, but also I like it.
Oh, I like it.
And I don't know if it was WWE bots or what, but the immediate fan reaction to the Edge new music was very positive.
Really?
The immediate fan reaction when we were watching, I went to Twitter immediately to check out what they were thinking about that music, and Kaz liked it. Kaz literally put up a GIF.
Well, I like it. I just feel like
Mania. I like it too. Yeah, a lot of people want him to go and tap into that OG.
Hey. At I think it was SummerSlam when he came out a little bit to the Brood music, and then it switched over to Metalingus. You know what I'm saying? You could hit me with a little bit of both. Is all I'm saying.
All I'm telling you is that Kaz literally posted a GIF of Rick Ross in the studio and was like, "This is Edge picking his entrance music."
I saw that too, but I didn't realize who it was.
Yeah, it's Rick Ross. Because Rick Ross knows how to pick a beat.
He got the piano that played himself, right? That's him. That's right. Hey.
It was it was a clown little tweet. Shout out to Kaz. He's pretty funny on the timeline. But yeah, it was a killer promo. Killer music, killer promo.
Yes, and I'm with the like darker lighting too. That's kind of sick.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, bro. If Vince McMahon had the cojones, the huevos, then he would somehow find a way to purchase AJ Styles' TNA theme.
Oh, okay.
And make AJ Styles come out to that, because that shit went off. Just for no reason too. Just let him come out to that. Because like Edge has been saying like how he wants like the older AJ,
I want
the
that.
Bulldog AJ, not the tag team bitch AJ Styles. And I'm like, you know what? His song right now is like, it says like they don't want none a shit ton of times in the background, but no, his TNA one is so much better. They should pull that out of the vault.
I like Bianca's promo as well.
I can't remember her promo as much as her getting like doing like the same not to hate, but like the same dewdrop stuff. Like I know that she can fucking lift her now. Like I've known that for a few fucking months now. So it's like, stop making the commentators go, "Oh my God, can she do it?" Like, yeah, she can.
We've seen her.
I've seen her do it. Sometimes dewdrop has to like walk up the turnbuckles, which is fine because the whole point of it is to just get her up, right? So
she took quite a few amount of steps this time away from the turnbuckles.
That's true.
While
you're right,
she had her on her back though, which I thought was kind of the next iteration of the move. Is like, now I can fucking march around with her on her back. But no, but during the promo, she was like basically saying that everybody's doing a lot of this or this, but not doing a lot of.
I was like, what are you, Austin Powers?
This.
Using these at the wrong time.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It's not that he uses them at the wrong time. He just overuses them.
Well, there's definitely a bit too where someone uses them at the wrong time. Whatever.
See, I did say that.
Tangents. Market, Sapphire, Market. How far did we get before we fucking did that? Dang it, dude. I thought that we could do a podcast without a tangent.
Nah, never gonna happen.
I want that to happen.
Never gonna happen.
And I saw on WWE's Twitter, I think today or yesterday, whatever, dude, doesn't matter, I guess. That Bianca is like hurt. She got hurt in the throat when Becky attacked her post match. After Bianca dismantled Dewdrop. I guess she got like hit in the throat. She doesn't need surgery and she's out for the foreseeable future. So I'll see her at WrestleMania, and then she's gonna beat Becky in 26 seconds because she's not hurt.
What? I have no clue what's happening, but I just hope that her throat's okay and whoever was
Montez Ford, what are you doing? Hey, yo.
What? Speaking of Montez Ford.
Look at these fucking segues, baby. Look at them. I might as well be a mall security guard with the way I'm doing these segues. Skirt. Skirt.
I believe that he had a match, didn't he?
He did. He lost, though. Did he win? Against Riddle?
No. No, it wasn't even a match. I am crazy. They were having a party, my dude.
I'm pretty sure they got into a match, though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I bet. Keep on talking.
Oh,
Keep on talking. Go ahead.
but
bet.
it was a one-on-one match.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is in the beginning,
Okay, go on. Yes.
what first had happened, though.
Sure. Yeah. That's,
And what led to that.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't actually even technically, to our knowledge, what we're supposed to know is that wasn't even a scheduled match, dog. That got thrown in in the moment.
I got thrown in because okay, sorry to backtrack it even a little bit. Because the Street Profits, I believe, were challenging RK Bro for the belts, right? Is that
At
what
Mania.
the whole? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
at Mania, not on Monday.
I believe it was supposed to be at
Okay.
Mania.
Okay, they wanted to get into the match. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I thought of Alpha Academy, I just assumed that are going to be in the match.
And that's yes. So, and that's why, because RK Bro was having that party, all the balloons and all the things.
Yeah.
And then the Street Profits came in and they didn't mess it up.
They came out because they wanted the smoke. Yeah, I remember now. Okay. Right.
And then
Got you.
they were talking smack, and Randy didn't want to give him the tag match. And then Riddle actually convinced Randy that they deserved a tag match and a shot at the titles. And he's like, okay, we'll see you. I don't know. That's where I don't know if it's at Mania or next week or in following weeks.
Sure.
But he said, okay, yeah, you guys can get your shot. He did say that. And then Riddle was like, but you guys want to enjoy the party? And he's like, you guys are lame. And that's when Riddle was like, oh, no, you're not disrespecting Randy's party like that. That's not what's happening.
Oh, and the Street, yeah, because one of the Street Profits, the Street Profits were like, we can't be boys right now. Like, we can't be boys right now because you got something we want.
And so Riddle challenged Ford because he was like, nah, you're not going to be coming in here.
Coming to my party and just
asking for the belts and then try to
get on up out of here.
Exactly.
Come on now.
I want smoke.
We gon' tussle and bustle.
And that led right into the match, which was the final match, but not obviously the final segment because Seth
That was? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I believe so. And then that's when at the end, Alpha Academy came out. And the match didn't even end.
Oh,
I don't believe there was a winner. I mean, you can double check me on that, but I don't believe there was a winner. I believe
in my notes I put that that Riddle lost because I thought there was maybe a distraction or something.
I know that they came in at the end, and maybe it was after the bell, but I thought it was before the bell, and that created a disqualification.
And DQ, good old DQ. God.
That's what I thought had happened, but maybe I'm wrong. You know,
sports entertainment world has been something else. No.
Moving on to the blue side.
The blue side, yeah, that's it.
SmackDown.
Oh wait, no, he says SmackDown. Let's get into it.
Let's just get into it right away. Yeah, let's get into it. Roman coming out with the crew wearing those shirts. Savage.
God mode.
Savage.
Greatness on a different level.
I like it. I'm really with it.
I wish I was Samoan. That'd be tight.
The fact that they're making him look scared though. Meh.
Dude.
He just slammed Brock on the at MSG on the stairs.
Yeah, dude, Uncle Roger.
So, but what I'm confused about is that after showing that type of dominance, why do you look scared now?
Because if I'm sitting in a car
because he drew
and a forklift
blood
is coming. Oh yeah, and he drew blood. You're not supposed to do that. So now Brock.
It's because it was the
Roman done unleashed a bipolar beast.
Yeah, dog. We're gonna get a little bit into that man a little bit
Remember?
later.
Come on now.
Yeah, we're gonna get a little bit into that
man
later. But
Kofi Kingston.
no, I was just gonna say that was a great way to start the show. I think that's always a great. I think starting with Roman is always a great way to start the show. I just wanted to notate that I don't like how they're making him look a little weak. Even making that man mad, you don't have to look weak.
Save everything I have to say at the end.
Okay. Yeah, Kofi versus Ridge.
Kofi got a little bit of retaliation, but but he was like outnumbered too, right? So
yeah, I just like that they let him get a shot at at specifically the one, you know what I mean? At specifically the one.
at the one who accidentally hurt our boy.
So yeah, we're gonna take. Hey, and I took that personally.
You took it a little personal. Yeah, how you doing?
Just last dancing it up. I love that.
But also, no, train left the station before it could board up. You know what I'm saying? Dang, dude. What we talking about? Kofi Kingston, Rich Holland.
Yeah.
Oh, Butch.
Pete Dunne.
Interrupted. Pete Dunne was trying to interrupt, and Sheamus was holding him back, and was like, no. And that's how Rich Holland got the upper hand, essentially.
And he did push him off the top turnbuckle when Kofi was about to hit a finisher.
And while Sheamus was distracting the ref.
Yeah, distracting. Yeah. So I mean, it was a little bit cheese, and that's what makes me think Kofi got his revenge in our hearts, and so I'm okay with that. I love it. Good match. Give me some more of that type of the animosity. And unfortunately, it came from real life. So unfortunately, that animosity wasn't something that they get the credit of writing. It's animosity that came from real life. But give me more of it.
I need WWE to give me what I want, like I'm fucking Dave Bautista. Not like I'm fucking him sexually, chat. Pause. Hey, yo. Like I am Dave Bautista. And I want Peaky Blinders versus The New Day when all members of The New Day are healed up. Peaky Blinders is who I'm calling Ridge Holland, Sheamus, and Butch.
I want Pat McAfee on the mic every day.
That's what you want?
That's what I want.
Okay. Every day.
Every day.
Hey. All I'm saying is if Corey Graves and Michael Cole can run Raw and SmackDown, so could Pat McAfee can do all the days too, eh?
Every day. No, this man puts in the work, dog.
I don't know why sometimes I just get a little ASMR, but sometimes I just feel like we gotta get a little ASMR, you know?
Nah, seriously. I mean, I don't know anyone who's come into sports entertainment from the outside, not like being someone who's done it from the ground, like ground level, and been as good as him. Like really even close, to be honest. Like really, it's not even really like, close.
It's oddly difficult because like if I have already seen you from something else, like not already like a fighting thing, especially, you know what I mean? Like Pat was a fucking kicker, punter at that. You know what I mean? 24 tackles in the NFL though. 24 tackles in the NFL though.
How many you got?
0. Any other punter probably has like 2 at best.
Check the stats.
I don't fucking. McAfee's a goat though. I would like that. I'd like that a lot.
Yeah,
I want McAfee to announce literally everything.
Yeah, no, I just think that he is he's doing that job at its highest level, and I don't know if we appreciate him enough sometimes, and I just wanted to say that he could do every day of the week, every show.
English. Speak it.
I'm very excited. I think that he killed it. He came out and he said
he did what he was told to do.
He literally came out. He said, "It's a blessing. Thank you guys. I love you guys." But still kind of fucked that guy though.
He said, "I'm sorry that your parents raised a douche bag."
What?
Pat McAfee even went a little stone cold on us. He did, and I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it so much.
Yeah, because he gets the pass though, as coming from the outside, to be able to kind of use some of those other people's stuff.
Oh, 100%.
Because he came from the outside.
Because he came from the outside and he's talked to Stone Cold. He's talked to the man before. You know what I'm saying? He'd been there. He knows. He probably was. I don't know if he was told to or not to, but he was told. He definitely was told to just be himself. So, hey, if himself is being a Stone Cold fan and imitator, then hey, then do it. Real quick, I don't know if he is or isn't, but like if Pat McAfee isn't a DLC, for WWE 2K22, it hits different, not an ad yet. Why not? Why is he not a DLC? He's done more matches than just this Mania match he's about to have. But you know who's in this fucking video game? Who's not even wrestled a match in his fucking life? But he got slammed through one table, I believe. Machine Gun Kelly. Hey, I get it. He what's the word? He curated the soundtrack for the game. Awesome. He went through a table. I'm pretty sure Kevin Owens power bombed him from the stage through some tables, but why are you in the video game?
Not on the salary.
Hey, I'm just curious. Logan Paul's in the video game too, but not Pat McAfee.
Okay, can we stop hating? Anyways, sorry, I just took a backseat to his hate, and I shouldn't have done that to you guys. I shouldn't have let him do that.
You're the one who said that the two like richest women on SmackDown had a fucking Camry last week as their rent-a-car.
Yeah, and I also didn't and don't plan on mentioning their
scruff.
Yeah, their
I
moment.
went to bed when Charlotte was talking, but I know that she whooped her again because I saw that on Twitter, right? Which obviously just means that Flair's gonna put Ronda over at Mania, probably, right?
What?
So, anyways,
Yeah, so we're gonna get to actually some women that we care about.
What?
Sorry, not sorry. Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Live for Brutality.
yes, sir. I knew that was gonna be their team name, and I'm here for it. I don't know how Banks and Naomi don't have a team name per se. Like, because every time they come out, here's what Michael Cole gets paid to say. Here's what happens when Sasha Banks comes out. It's boss time. Here's what happens when Naomi comes out. It's time to feel the glow. So I just, somehow figured out, meshed the things together. It's boss and glow time, baby. Figure it out. Do something.
It's time to glow with the boss. Watch, that's what they're gonna come into next week as. And it's because I said it.
But only one of them's a
chart.
boss. Like that's, one's a boss, and then you like.
Yeah, it's time to glow with the boss.
I guess.
That's why. That's the only way.
I guess she would be glowing with the boss. And not only that, but she'd be going like it's a double on top.
Not paid.
I'm about to go on Indeed right now and apply for a job at WWE. Yeah.
But they had a good match.
They did put I
mean, that's
oh, and for sure one of those two teams is winning the belts.
That's four, yes, and that's 4 of the top 10 women they have signed.
100%, but also like, just like, should we just glance over the fact that Natalya and Shayna Baszler ended that match? No one actually won that match, and they randomly just got tossed into the match at WrestleMania, so now it's a fatal 4-way for the belts. And I already know that Carmella and Queen Zelina Vega are going to lose. NXT started with The Miz TV, and The Miz brought out Dolph, to talk about the stuff.
That's how you're doing this? Yeah. That's how you're doing Dolph?
What?
The champ right now? That's how you're doing him? Nah, dog. Nah. You got to do it how Miz did it on Miz TV, dude. He came through on NXT and put on for his city. Like, he did not show up and, like, think, oh, I'm on NXT. Like, I don't have to go as hard. Which,
that's
like,
true. I don't even know.
He went almost harder. Like, his intro of Dolph was one of the first times I've actually been hyped behind what The Miz is saying.
Also, T.O., like...
because it wasn't so ego.
the not like the first time that the Miz was on NXT back when it was still like a competitive like reality TV show deal. Daniel Bryan was his apprentice.
Okay.
Yeah, it was funny. It was fun because the Miz was like, they just feuded the whole time.
But that's how I guess I can see how coming up under Miz a little bit. That's some of the ego in him, like some of that ego skill. I don't know, like where, like I'm the best wrestler there is, type shit. I guess I feel that.
I trained Daniel Bryan, so you know what I mean.
Well,
That's
no,
what
I meant,
if I was.
like,
you meant for him.
Yes, I meant because he got trained by the Miz.
Sure.
I think the Miz's ego rubbed off on him. I think Bryan Danielson would be much humbler of a person than he appears to be if he wasn't trained by the Miz early on in this type of career. I think that because I think that humbler on the mic, maybe not humbler in the ring. I think he would be just as savage in kicking people's heads in. I don't mean it that way. I mean on the mic, I don't know if he'd be as slick and able to jab as good. He's clean with the jabs. So I don't know. I just think that the Miz is good too. The Miz just, I don't know, his delivery on the mic is that of a like a true actor, true high level, like he gets paid big monies, like I mean millions of dollars salary. Like that's what the Miz earns. So like it makes sense. And for him to go into NXT, though, that's what I was kind of saying, is that for him to go on to NXT as knowing where he is on the rankings of superstars and where he gets paid and like all of that, right, and to go in there and deliver hard, like a hard intro, like and make the champion seem like a fucking savage champion, like, you know what I mean, built up. I thought it was cool. And then Bobby Roode had a fucking slick ass comment too. He's like, "Hey man, we all knew in a triple threat match there are no rules. And we all know I follow the rules." And I was like, God damn it. That was good. I was like, you fucking got me with that one. Because I can't be mad that Dolph beat Braun now.
Dare I say that Robert Roode delivered a glorious line. Hey, oh, I did it. I made a pun on a character. But LA Knight came out, yeah? LA Knight came out and he talked smack.
Interrupted.
As always, he talks smack. That man can talk all day.
Yep. Came out, interrupted the celebration of the champion and everything.
God, I just want to see it and hear him and Miz just go at it.
Oh, that would be sick. Yeah.
That'd be tight.
That would be sick. That would be a very good feud.
That could be NXT's MJF CM Punk.
I got sad when Dolph accepted the match. I was hoping almost he just rejected it because I didn't want to see LA Knight get jobbed.
Didn't he at first? Wasn't he like...
He wasn't going to, yeah. He wasn't going to. But then Miz, I don't know. I thought Miz helped
definitely would be that guy.
Yeah, like helped convince the thing of it. Like, oh, I think this would be legendary.
Yeah, he totally did.
Yeah, so...
yeah, because I remember him asking... I remember him definitely like announcing it to the crowd too. He's like, well, it's official.
Yeah. So...
Okay. Good for him. Good for Dolph for trying to stand his ground.
Well, but I also like Dolph saying, hey, you know what? If the people want to fight, I'm going to fight. Fighting champions. Yep. We believe in that.
Yep.
And then secondly, I wish he was just fighting someone else because LA Knight is someone who I don't want to see lose. Right. But I never thought LA Knight was really going to be on the path and storyline to beat Braun Breaker either, though. So it's like...
Probably like he was kind of randomly
so I like this.
So.
As getting his... He deserved a title shot because of his recency of crowd overness. Like how over he is with the crowd is...
Is this thing on?
Like, I mean...
Crowd what?
Overness.
I'll look that one up.
Well, it's like... I guess I would have to rephrase the whole sentence. That's why I did that the second time.
English is fun.
But
question, chat. Please, someone leave it in the comments. Just quick question. What do you think of when you hear the land down under?
That's not the question.
That's my question.
That's not.
Where do you think of? What do you think of when
That's
you
a
hear that?
simple question.
Okay, wait. What do you want me to? How do you want me to phrase that?
Well, no, I'm just
How wrong is Sean
everyone,
for telling me?
No, everyone. What I'm saying is everyone thinks of. Even when you say that to me, I think of Australia, but I don't think of that as like correct. So that's all. Anyways, we're gonna move on from that. It's a heated debate we have. Is down under south weird? Anyways,
Weird.
yeah. Anyways, LA Knight getting jobbed was something that I saw as soon as he came out there and started running his mouth. I was like, damn it. I was like, he's going to lose. But you know what? LA Knight getting a title shot. I was like, I don't even know if this was going to be in the plans of Breaker is just dominating and just running a path of dominance. I don't know if he's ever even going to get this type of push. So you know what? A little one-off little thing. I'm not mad at it.
I almost am happier to see LA Knight lose to Dolph Ziggler than I am to Braun Breaker.
I agree.
So
100%.
Definitely not mad. I am mad that my boy Cameron Grimes, his rocket was not able to go to the moon against whoever his opponent was in that qualifying match.
Yeah.
Who did he lose to? I have it written down somewhere, dude. I'm mad about it though.
I don't remember who he lost to.
It
was a Spanish gentleman. Am I wrong?
I think so because the Spanish dudes, and this sounds weird, but it was Carlos Escobar's boys and Ray and Dom like feuding. So it was.
And who?
It was Turf War and the Mysterios.
On NXT?
Yes.
Oh.
It was their first time on NXT.
Yes.
Dom had like the second to last match, I believe, against Raul Mendoza? Possibly Mendoza? Raul, though, for sure.
Grimes lost to who then?
I don't know, but he lost.
Yes, he did
to a
lose.
newer fellow.
And Hayes was happy about it.
Yeah, whatever. Fucking don't like it. Not here for it.
Hayes was on the mic. Sorry for that. We weren't. I should have wrote that one. I missed that one. I missed that one. This
fucking guy. How do you miss the Mysterios being on the?
No, I missed who his challenger was.
Yeah, but it doesn't even
Grimes'
look like
challenger
the
was.
Mysterios on there.
I don't think I have that on there either. I may have it at the end, but
Blasphemous. And Grimes said those sad things about how the last thing he told his pa was he made it to NXT, and now he's never pulled off the big one. And I want to see Grimes somehow. I want there to be like a loser like 5-way. No, whatever, dude. Whatever. You just don't like him.
Okay,
You've never liked him.
I'm clouding.
But he literally can outperform half of the roster.
I should have done
On God.
I don't know. I don't know.
I need him in that ladder match. Mostly because of the spots that I know he'll do. Mostly for the spots. I need him in the ladder match. That man's
we'll see.
Brings caution to the wind, you know what I'm saying? So Grimes' opponent was indeed Santos Escobar. You were right, I'll give you that. And after the fact, I think they might have even been like right after Grimes' little speech in the back or something, because like Santos Escobar and the boys pulled up on Rey and Dom Mysterio at some point somehow. And then they were like, Dom can't do nothing. Like Dom basically was like, because they were saying.
How fast did this happen?
Look, because Escobar was saying how he's the future of Mexican wrestling. And so pan over, Dom and Rey are there, and Rey's like, actually, the future of Mexican wrestling is right here, my son, my mijo. And then Raul basically looked like he was the sacrificial goat, and he was just like, all right, well, I'll do it. And then he lost. He ended up losing to Dom Mysterio. No big deal, you know. Rey Mysterio also laid out Santos Escobar during that match. I know I skipped forward right there, but it's fine.
Do you think this could be due to the fact, did you watch NXT live and I didn't?
Dude, I'm pretty sure I thought we watched it at the same time.
No, not NXT.
Oh. Shit, yeah, maybe.
We watched Raw this week together, not NXT.
Oh, word? Yeah, okay. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you didn't get that.
Because remember, I texted you and you were done. And I was just going to watch it. It was after my stream.
That's right.
So we were just really all over the place with that Grimes match. We just explained all of it, but we're back full circle.
Full circle.
I don't
you
know.
hate him.
Yeah,
I love him.
Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get all of that wrapped up, but you might hear some things twice. It's all good. I just wanted to notate again that Hayes killed on the mic that whole time during commentary, and then also at the end he was kind of doing the stare down shits. And he's a good champion.
Hayes had good bars too on the mic, right? Like he was killing it on
I think he's a good champion, and I just like that. I like that he set up the 5-man match. I like that they're doing a tournament style.
Yep.
Can set up some good feuds if they do it right.
Yeah, because the way he set up one of the matches, he was like, I forget who, but he was like, this guy is gonna fight the winner of. I'm pretty sure it was the winner of A-Kid versus Kushida, but I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember who that guy is lined up to.
You mean A-Mid versus Mid-Cheetah?
Oh, is that their names? A-Mid and Mid-Cheetah?
Yeah, dude.
My bad. Sorry, chat.
It's not necessarily that they're actually full blown mid. I'm sorry, but I mean, Kushida is paired with Ikemanjuro.
Isn't that a volcano?
The style man.
Style strong.
Yeah, no, and I don't like it. I think that he needs to turn on him and be like, hey, your style's not protecting you now.
But what if he was what if Ikemanjaro was swag style?
No, and so...
No?
And A-Kid is new, so it's not that he's necessarily a mid, but it was his first match. He's from across the pond, so I don't really know him like that yet. So I didn't really have any stakes in this, and so it was mid versus mid for me.
Yeah.
The wrestling wasn't bad though.
No, yeah, they definitely Kushida definitely is a vet in the game. He is a former cruiserweight champion. All right, he'd been in the game for a minute. I dropped my pen, chat. But I've never seen A-Kid wrestle until that match, and he definitely I'd watch him at least one more time. It's very hard for me right now to not make any of the A-Kid jokes, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Who wants to watch a kid? Anyways,
who wants to watch a kid wrestle?
Anyways.
Tiffany Stratton. Yo, no offense, but you only won because Asian girl wasn't able to morph or transform. I said morph. I'm a Power Rangers fan. She beat her up backstage, took her necklace, and then kicked her outside. And if she was able to transform, she totally would have whipped her. She would have had the power of God and anime on her side.
If we're taking a poll, I want to add the old school cartoon "Auga" sound to the soundboard.
Okay. Yeah,
instead of any of the other ones we've been thinking about.
Yeah.
Just for moments like this, because when she goes into the ring, dude, that's the button we need to hit.
Wait, no. Instead of your okay, his idea. Here's the poll. Okay. The classic old auga or swing.
Okay.
Swing.
We'll have to see.
It's a little quicker. It's a little, swing. Swing.
LA Knight had a little promo, and then Gunther came up.
Gunther
was like, "Hey man, you do a lot of this, but you don't do a lot of this." And LA Knight's like, yeah, it's called charisma, brother. You should try to find some.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that's
here's
the end of that.
Here's a fact of life, Gunther.
Yeah.
I am a born megastar. All right? Yeah.
He said one of the forbidden words as well, like McAfee on Friday. He said the professional wrestling word. He said, I'm not just a professional wrestler. He said, I am a full-blown sports entertainer.
Did he?
Yes. Or
I definitely remember him saying, I'm not a WWE superstar, I'm a megastar.
he said that too.
Yeah, that's which is why I said it.
He said it all. Yes. No, but I was adding to the fact that I'm pretty sure he even said the forbidden word and said that he is bigger than that.
Hey,
Because hey man,
what NXT airs on Tuesdays, right? Hey, Jericho. Hey, buddy. We'll get there. We'll get there, buddy. Just woo-wee.
all I'm saying is that there is other people who are trying to be sports entertainers other than just the JAS. But anyways, we'll get to that later. I just thought that was a little cool little jab, a little step. I think that LA Knight, every time he gets on the mic, is something worth noting. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, because that's he's like there's two halves to being a WWE superstar or WWE megastar, whatever.
No, because he is the only megastar superstar.
He said superstar. So there's two halves to being a WWE superstar. There's the professional wrestling and then the sports entertainment.
Yes.
I am both.
Yep.
That's what he said.
Yeah. And that's just a fact of life. And we full circle tangent our way around the whole segment. And that's why we fucking hate doing it live sometimes.
Hey, fuck it.
Can't talk about the next thing on your notes out loud. Mandy fucking Rose.
We're not allowed to talk about that?
No, because that's my moment of the week.
Wait.
A little bit behind, the behind the scenes for y'all.
I see.
We started putting the notes on the screen. So.
Well, but all of it?
Whole thing.
Okay. That makes it better. I thought it was only the second half.
Nah, the whole thing.
Okay. Respect. Because I was actually going to... I don't know if you're ready for that. Because that is hot. That is hot. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm with it.
Yeah, that's just a fact of life.
But Mandy Rose is something that is cool to look at, like a belt. But if leather could talk... Oh boy.
Mandy can't talk. When she was paired with Sonya Deville, I was like, okay, I like this team, but I only liked it when Sonya talked. Oh. Daddy Deville can talk on the mic. Oh. Mandy Rose can kind of wrestle. So her wrestling has gotten better over the years, but I just need her to learn how to deliver on the mic sometimes because I don't know if she took any acting lessons. It doesn't seem like she's going to.
Hey. We're only doing this because she can't be intimidating. Yeah. She's good at being like the bossy, mean girl to her friends and to like anyone, the other enemies. But when she's trying to be intimidating, it just did not work.
Like I'm not.
It just did not work.
Like, well, what am I scared of? You're heavy.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
It just didn't really. It didn't really pull.
Scared of getting her pregnant on accident. You know what I'm saying?
It just didn't really pull. She sounded like the way she was delivering lines was Ronda bad.
Oh, T.O. I'm also Sapphire T.O. counter. Is this the week where Cora Jade went all Scooby Doo on their asses, or was that last week?
Yes. That was this week.
Thank you. I honestly was kind of here for it.
I liked it.
I was kind of fucking here for it, dude.
Well, and that's where that Mandy segment came from, is at the end when she found her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because Mandy was in the back of the car.
She found Cora, yeah.
Honestly, Cora should have spray painted that shit.
She started beating her up and then talking. And
she was like, "You're never going to beat me."
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she was like, "You want this? Fine." Yeah, okay, it's all coming back.
Yeah, the intimidation and everything, it wasn't there. But
I want Cora Jade to win.
But Cora's little scavenger thingy was cool. It was cool.
It was kiddish, but I
don't have to go looking for them. They're gonna come looking for me. Why is that? Because I got something they want.
But how dumb are you to leave your belts out? Why are your belts right there, not on your fucking bag or around your waist?
Do you want to get to the main event?
What if we just like skipped over it? Like, what if I just said no?
I'd be like, all right, well, I just wanted to give one little thing about it.
And we could talk about it, I guess, dude.
Dude, LA Knight is a savage.
Yeah.
They didn't let him get jobbed.
I know, not completely jobbed at all.
They didn't let him get. I thought it was gonna be a jobbing. Bad. I really thought. I was like, oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
And then about halfway through, because it was a decent length match, but the first half of it he was getting dropped, and I was like, oh, here, this is it. I was like,
it's over.
Yeah, there's gonna be some referee shadiness, and then even Bobby Roode's gonna get a little piece of it. Like everybody's gonna get a little piece, and it's just gonna be bad. LA Knight is he's swimming in not his pond, and that's where I felt maybe even like I thought Braun might come out. I really at the time, I thought he was gonna come out early, and try to be like, what is this guy even doing here, type thing, but that's not what happened. Some offense started happening. Dolph was up at the top, and the running superplex is something I'm falling in love with. Many people have this in their arsenal. It's not that crazy of a move, but LA Knight's running superplex, when he runs and jumps up onto that second level rope and grabs him and slams him back, he does it flawlessly, and that move is just savage.
Yeah, it's just simple, but it's like, hey, guess what?
And they're moving quick. That's what I think I like about it.
More than a normal suplex.
Yeah.
It's sweet.
Yeah, I don't know.
How did Dolph? Because it's crazy to see Dolph won the belt with a super kick, right? I'm pretty sure he won with a super kick and they got the pin.
A kick and a slam.
Oh, a kick and a slam. Is that how he won this, or the belt?
Oh, sorry. The belt. Yes, it was just a kick.
Just a kick. Okay, because.
Wait, no. Ciampa was, I think, hit from Braun, and then Braun went to go.
Braun was lining up for the spear and then got pulled out, and I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And held off by Bobby Roode, and
I thought Dolph hit one more thing, but maybe not.
Maybe he did. I don't remember, but I know Ciampa was out.
Yeah, all I know is Dolph Ziggler's super kicks are always kicked out of. And I saw someone tweet that it was cool.
That's a little hidden Easter egg. Yeah. Okay.
No one he's never his finishing moves. How do I put this? They're the opposite of Baron Corbin's. They're unprotected. No one has kicked out of Baron Corbin's finishing move at the end of days, ever. I'm pretty sure. And everyone just kicks out of Dolph Ziggler's finishers all the time.
Interesting.
Yeah. And that's why I'm it's cool to see him win with just a flat super kick.
That's something I need to pay a little bit more attention to, is how much...
RKO. It's very protected. Well...
Does it take? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Because that's what I thought about. I was like, dude, I think that LA Knight had 3 or 4 good slams when he started having some offense. He had a good moment where he had a couple slams. He even fought off Bobby Roode, and it looked like he could have enough to do a finisher type move into a win. But I knew it wasn't going to be that when at that point when he's supposed to swing the pendulum into his favor, he's supposed to swing him into the corner and hit him with either the yeah feats or the yeah punches. And we didn't get the yas.
We did not.
So since we didn't get the yas, I knew that there was about to be a counter coming any moment. Any moment. It was literally in my head, I'm watching and anticipating the counter in any moment because the yas weren't coming. And I was like, oh, that's that's the signal that he's actually in the heat of it.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Dolph countered, hit him with a slam, gave him the boots, and then it's over.
Retained.
And then it's over. I don't think that they're going to keep Dolph as the champ past Stand and Deliver, though.
I would be very surprised if it lasts longer than that. But who knows, man? The fact that Brawny... I just called him Brawny. The fact that Braun showed up on Raw and basically anytime any of these NXT goons pull up on Raw now, I'm this obviously has the new form of a screen test for them, to the crowd reaction, how shit's getting over, So if they really fucking feel like Braun would be do good over there, they might Just not give him the fucking belt and move him.
I think so, and that's why I think they had LA Knight lose. I think LA Knight's going to get pulled. I think that's why LA Knight hasn't really been in any of this whole thing, is because this feud...
That's true. Mania's coming up. Big debuts happen after Mania.
This feud with Waller has put him over so hard that, like, it's hard. It's going to be hard for them to deny, I think. I think we're just wrapping up NXT. We were just saying that... Braun's probably going to win at Stand and Deliver. LA Knight is someone who I think he's just getting so much crowd love. I think that they want to move him up and see what's happening. He's been on Raw, right, a couple times in the last few months.
Yes.
So I don't know. I think that he could do it.
Yeah, but earlier when I was like Hayes had bars, Hayes said on the mic when that he beat Pete Dunne so bad that he moved to SmackDown and changed his
name. Yep.
Hey, clownery. I'm here for that. Good job.
Yeah.
Good job. Relevant clowns. Thank you.
Yeah. He was like, everybody misses their shot on me. He's always bringing it back to that too. I love that. That's like a tagline for him. I like that. I love
it when there's taglines, bro.
That's my thing.
Not like overused.
And taglines. Him saying that, like, okay, and this is something that I just want to bring up because it's kind of
you guys think they can do it?
I think just a testament to his character and how they're building him. His line is, everyone's missing their shot and shooting their shot, right? I showed this guy to Donovan just via picture, via Google image.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, dude, his name's Carmelo Hayes. He seems like he would be like an ex-baller turned wrestler. Literally what he said to me.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, Donnie, you're like almost exactly right. Like, that's kind of part of his swag. And so I was like, they're nailing it. They're nailing it. I don't know. I just like it. Everything about Carmelo Hayes is a good champion. I think that they should keep him there doing that for a little bit, because moving him up to not be the character he is, which is the badass champion, doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So if they're going to move him up, he has to be immediately pushed and win a bunch of matches to then be pushed into like US belt or like IC belt contention immediately, because he has to be like cocky, kind of like, I don't think his character works as well. Not at least being in contention. He can be the cocky guy if he's in contention. Like, knowing he's better than people. He has to know he's better than people. He can't be put in there and then only be in there every once in a while with that type of attitude. Like Seth Rollins having the I'm better than you kind of attitude makes sense, because he's there every week on TV. Like, he's getting more screen than you. He's better than you. You know what I mean? That type of thing. Like, and so he has to, I think, would have to follow that type of suit. Not necessarily the same amount of screen time, but he would have to get a decent amount of screen time to have that character. That's just kind of how I feel. I don't really understand the characters that are like, I fucking run this shit, and you're like, you're here once a month. Like, you can't have it both ways.
Why you kept it so hard?
And so that's someone who I'm not going to say is that anymore in my head, because I have only been watching, like, as of recently for 8 months, and I can't say that they've been in and out very much during this time for me. But Sasha Banks, I heard, has that kind of thing where it's like that's
boss time.
It doesn't, but that doesn't also make sense though. It does, but it doesn't to me, because like, being someone who I heard is not always has the highest attendance rate and always the most amount of probably screen time, because their attendance rate isn't the highest. How can you say that you are like the super hot shit within the confines of the walls if you're never there or anything like that? Like, other people, I guess, make me feel that they're above you, and how are you the boss of them if they are here putting in more work?
Yeah, she needs to stop getting hurt.
But
stop doing other things outside of the walls.
She's been putting in work though in the last months. I mean, since November for sure, she's been putting in work. Hasn't really
Rumble,
been
like, I don't think she was like 100% at the Rumble. Remember when she came out? And I was
So
like,
maybe
oh,
it's
fuck.
been, maybe I gave her a little bit too much credence, but maybe then you can say since January for sure she's been on point.
Like, yeah,
pretty weekly.
Like being able to come up,
Yeah, pretty weekly.
show up.
Um,
Moving on.
but
or
yeah,
what?
that's the end of this. And moving on to
Get out of here.
this.
Get the stupid W belt out of here.
No, I just put the one on top because
Get,
it's kind of
get it out of the
overlapping.
way. Get it out.
Just gotta put it.
Throw it out like I'm fucking Brock Lesnar. I don't care about it. Don't care about that one. I don't care about that one. Don't care about it. Dynamite. Dynamite.
Yeah.
AEW or let's run it. Let's just run it from the top. Let's just run it from the top.
You want to get into it how they do?
No, because you know what it started with. It started with the boom, baby. It started with Adam Cole, baby, and Red Dragon.
So like I said earlier, I love this match, but why they gotta disrespect the champions like that?
Hey. Oh, hey.
It wasn't only they disrespected the tag team champions, they be disrespecting the main strap champion as well.
The Cowboi.
I was like, damn, they're gonna have all three guys who are wearing gold around their waist team up and then lose.
Hey, but it was such a good fucking match.
It was
And, like,
it was
come
so
on
good.
now, the
Oh,
reverses
and
at
dude, Hangman's
at the
Adam
end-
Page like flare of offense where he literally hit all three of them.
Yeah. It was like that was like early-ish in the match too.
No, early in the match, Jungle Boy had a spot where he went over the top rope onto all three of them. Luchasaurus had a spot where he was clotheslining and chokeslamming all three of them. And Hangman Adam Page knocked two of them out of the ring and hit one of them with a buckshot lariat. It was like literally a string for the first 10 minutes of the first 10 minutes of this show was just a string of craziness by both sides. Adam Cole came in with super kicks. It was insane.
Hangman also at one point was literally after suicide diving off of one end of the ring would just go back into the ring and sail out on the other side.
And then hit another buckshot lariat.
Come back inside. Yeah. But hey, at least, and I mean this respectfully, I do love me some JB Jungle Boy Jack Perry. But respectfully, at least Adam Cole dropped the boom on him and not on Hangman Adam Page. You feel me? He wasn't able to pin the champion.
At one point, he looked me dead in the eyes and he said, "Let's get it on."
I was totally talking about the fight.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like the first 20 minutes of the show.
Yes.
But the violence didn't end there.
No.
It kept on going.
Right away.
It was unscripted violence. Dude, I need him to call it the Dragon Dojo. I'm cool with the Danielson and Moxley team and stuff, but I wish it was called the... Maybe it's because there's only two of them. Maybe once there's more people, change it to Dragon Dojo. Just my idea. Mox and Danielson took on the best friends, Wheeler Yuta and Chuck Taylor. Chuck Taylor, you know, he was kind of taken out. He was kind of on the outside a lot. You know, taken out, making sure the vet between him and Yuta was taken out.
In the very beginning, Mox and Danielson basically just said, "Fuck the tag team rules. We're gonna just literally go across the ring and fuck both of them up at the same time, with sheer violence."
Sheer unscripted violence.
And at one point, then Chuck Taylor was dealing with Mox on the outside. Then. Was just basically left incapacitated, just on the side, and then Mox went to the corner.
So I'm gonna say I might have to say I say that for every match because it's not we don't see big mess ups ever like often, thankfully. You know what I mean?
No, they do great. And then Danielson ripped Yuta into the ring and literally just beat the living crap out of him, and then kicked his head in.
I don't want to be like hella wrong, but I'm pretty. They clowned his age on the show. I didn't realize like he's.
Oh, he's a young cat?
Yeah.
Oh.
I did not realize.
That changes a lot of things.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, if he's under 25 or like under 27,
yeah,
that changes a lot of things.
If he's not in his 30s, that changes a lot for me.
Yeah, I definitely, because like full physical prime is 27 and older, right?
Real quick.
So like.
Tangent time, but on topic tangent. Cody Rhodes is around the same age as Reigns and Reigns and Rollins and all that. Like he's younger than Matt Riddle and like a lot of the other heads. A lot of the heads in WWE now. Cody Rhodes essentially would actually be like a newcomer because like he's younger.
Yeah, he's grandfathered in because of his family, and so he's been doing it for so long. But he was doing it before normal people or average person is even anywhere near that level. Yeah,
sure.
So it's something to where, he's
That's why though, if he does, because he did sign. Cody Rhodes did sign. Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. Cody Rhodes signed, and I hate it. And if it's gonna be him and Rollins and stuff, bro, like for real though, like all of the top guys in WWE and him are gonna be able to put on some of the greatest matches. Because wrestling prime is like men's 30s, so they're all gonna be able to put on. Like,
physical prime is gonna be from 28 to 35. Yeah, like that's, and then their psychological prime will be probably from 32 to 37.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're mentally know of their full boundaries
when they're
and
like,
everything.
okay, I gotta slow it down. When they can when they realize it, was aware, like
32 to 37,
like, okay,
yeah,
I gotta slow some of my stuff down.
Killer age, but
still, I never realized how young.
But also, you got to
they
think
are.
miles on the wheels.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Like he was doing things.
Yeah, he could have
probably
started at fucking 10. You know.
He was doing things at a higher rate, younger. I mean, just even you got to think the practice and the wrestling that WWE is putting on is probably different than your more local, like startup wrestling. It's probably just more intense. Like the regiment, the schedule, the traveling, all of it's just so much more intense that like he has the advantage, one, of being more experienced in that, but then also it wears you out earlier because you are dealing with it for so long.
Cranked it out,
yeah. So, but that's what's impressive about people like Brock. So, I mean, Brock, up until obviously a couple recently, but Undertaker. I mean, that dude, amount of matches, like, it's just crazy. Like,
wild.
You start talking about people who put on a lot of matches. Hardy Bros.
So many.
You know what I mean? Those type of guys. Yeah, yeah.
Fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, which we can quickly.
We're moving on.
We can quickly go into Jericho right now. I mean, it'll be one place out of order. We can go back to
Not
Swerve.
only that, but
we can
ties in so much more with Rampage. The
Jericho?
Swerve thing.
Oh yeah.
It sets up this shit. Like, it helps set up what happens. Whatever, dude. Fuck, dude. Dude, it's Swerve's house, fam. I'm not skipping over it. It's Swerve's house.
Okay. I was just gonna say that. Yeah. I was just gonna say we can go whichever way you want. We can not.
Because Ricky Starks was telling the Acclaimed that he's gonna do it one day. I'm gonna get him to fucking do it back. Do you want to go sideways? They did it sideways this week. Does that make you feel any different? Okay. Of the Acclaimed was telling him that they got to take out the newbies who keep on coming in, such as Keith Lee. You know what I mean? Because Keith Lee be showing up at Rampage for this, which is Stark's show, you know? And then Swerve was like, oh, you don't like new people coming in? Well, guess what? This is my house now. That's what happened. And then the Jericho Association Society. That went on for too long. Which means I'm not going to talk about it for that long. Jericho talked about everyone in the ring. Hager said the name of the society, and then Jericho is keeping the inner circle middle finger thing. I don't want to see this society last long at all. I do, however, like how this society is a group of sports entertainers, and how Mox and Danielson are building a team of professional wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? So that war that I'm about to get, the war that I'm making in my head right now, ooh, it's brewing in here.
So, little sidebar. Everyone in the ring, including Jericho, other than Daniel Garcia, had no bars. None of them dropped no bars. Daniel Garcia had a couple bars. Everybody else was stale on the mic. And yes, that's why it went on too long. When MJF and CM Punk are in there for cooking for 15 minutes, it's not a problem.
You're right.
Because they're cooking.
You're right. Big Magic Daddy Mike or whatever the fuck. Hey, we don't Matt and Jeff Parker 2.0 or whatever. Stupid names. Absolutely. Dumb idea by dumb creative. You want to know what else is dumb? The Jericho Appreciation Society.
Yeah.
You want to know what else is dumb? Saying that you don't give out fake names and then giving out these two fucks nicknames in front of their names. Make it make sense. It's not like Daniel Garcia has a nickname.
So yeah, it was just it was all over the place, and that I just wanted to note.
Buddy and All White went on for too long. Buddy and White, when he was like yelling about Judas, he needed maybe 30 seconds to tell me who he is, and then I was good.
He went
and
way
then let
too long.
let fucking other homeboy of 2.0 spit bars, because the other guy was short, right? The mustache guy, his talk was shorter, maybe,
And it wasn't bad.
and it was not bad, but
second best, but then that just
no,
makes
I'm dead ass. I'm putting the other guy in 2.0
at the bottom.
At third. I'm giving Hager second. Jericho's first because he's Jericho. Like, you know what I mean? He talked for fucking way too long, but he was telling the truth.
And no bars.
Zero.
And no bars.
He took it, actually.
He called nobody
Here's
out.
the callback that I was talking about earlier in this episode. Hey, Jericho, did you watch NXT before you came out to... Did you watch NXT 2.0 before you came out? Or what? Because it was way too similar, huh? Eh? Hey, I don't know. Whatever, dude. I don't know. Whatever, dude. I want to see Daniel Garcia,
What?
so bad. I want to see
My
Daniel
bad.
Garcia not with them. I really want to see Daniel Garcia.
I hope he's the first to go.
I want to see him in the Dragon Dojo.
So, but what I think is, this is what I think. I think that what I was getting to before I gave my little Jericho tangent is that the war that you're speaking of, I think it's going to be, I hope, a lot of DQs, a lot of those guys on the mic doing exactly what we just said, talking too much, and then them getting jumped. I want them to be getting...
Oh, because you're right. Because if that's what they're trying to do, like, they're doing it fucking amazing right now.
Yes,
They're doing so good.
I want them to be in the back doing an interview, it taking too long, them get jumped by specifically
Whoever
Danielson,
from the dojo.
Mox, and their boys. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Sure. Yes. I'm with that.
And then,
Respect on that.
and then the matches only happen, which is the matches that Mox and Danielson want. They only happen because Jericho gets fed up of them getting jumped. It's not. They don't actually even really want
They
the
don't wanna
matches.
wrestle.
They just want the promos.
Okay.
But they actually get fed up eventually because of all the jumpings, and then they have
And
matches.
they have to.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
I'm with that.
That's how I think that they could build that war that you're speaking of. But otherwise, I think the war would be kind of weird because you'd be then forcing Danielson and Mox either to do things that are opposite of what they'd be hypocrites because they'd have to be doing promos all the time to do this to counteract.
Which they
JAS.
already do.
Or the JAS
Which
would
they
have to
already
go.
do, and they're already much better talkers than all
Yeah.
of the JAS.
Facts. But Danielson and Mox just talk with a point though. Always.
Yeah.
It's never promo for promo.
It's
just
never.
a point.
Yeah. They don't. Yeah. Okay.
It's I'm picking up the mic for point. It's never I'm gonna call somebody out really as much. It's more
Here's
just
what's
like
going on.
yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Like I always compare it to MJF because he's the guy who I can literally just have them hand him the mic and he can just start going, and it doesn't really have to be him calling somebody out. It doesn't have to be him setting up a match. It doesn't have to be him setting up a traitorism. He can just be
Traitorism. Traitorism. I'll tell you what, Sean, you got an ism. Can't say it right now. I'll get canceled. But you
Yo,
got an ism. Late night
dude.
podding, baby.
All I'm telling you is English is not my strong suit. Everyone knows that. Who
Oh, but did he fit?
listens
Did
to
he
the
do
pod.
bad at math too?
Great at math.
Oh, that's right.
Great at math.
Forgot.
Just bad at English.
But speaking of MJF,
No, but all I'm saying is I always use him as the scale because he can go on there and I could probably say 10 to 15 minutes of him just shitting on a city is okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, it will get stale if they did that every week.
Every week in the same city.
If they did that every week, that would get stale. But I think that
Only if he said the same bars, because I could definitely hear him talk shit on cities if he just is saying different things.
Max Caster is another perfect
okay.
example. Is
Right.
every time they hand him the mic, no matter what he's doing, it's good. No matter what.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where
That
I'm
man
saying.
keeps up with all sort relevant news of every kind of.
So Danielson
genre.
and Mox isn't that to me.
Yeah.
But they are good on the mic. They're
Yes.
great on the mic.
Yeah.
But they're just not that to me. But they're going to, or you would have to have the JAS not really be doing as much promos. Or or they would be doing promos that don't have a rebuttal. You know what I mean? If they were going to be fighting the Dragon Dojo.
But also
that
the
way.
first.
So it'd be interesting.
The first stage of your first battle that the JAS might have, which also would be so savage. Get this. It would be Eddie Kingston, because they have to get retaliation. Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz have to get retaliation. But they're down a couple members, no? Here's what they have to do. They've already brought in Homicide, former LAX member. So just bring in Homicide's partner. Shoot. I hate that I'm forgetting his name, but bring him back. Bring back the Hernandez. It was Hernandez and Homicide, LAX, and TNA. They were so fucking savage. Bring them back. And apparently, I didn't know this, but I'm pretty sure that Santana and Ortiz are, they're not like billed as this or anything, but like they are the new LAX. I think they were even like the new LAX in like a different company. Like they might have donned the name respectfully from Hernandez and Homicide, maybe.
Okay.
But give me that. Give me that.
All right.
Because Hernandez and Homicide were not sports entertainers.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
They're not the MGIF type?
Yeah, they're, give me a mic, and then I'm going to say, like,
What needs
I'm
to
going
be
to talk
said?
for maybe a minute and a half, and then I'm beating ass.
I like an MGIF type, but I also like that type. But I
100%.
need them to have I like them to say stuff. You've now learned this about me.
Kingston, Santana, and, well, I can't say and Ortiz. And Santana can. I can't say Ortiz because I
Santana will get on the mic. Yeah, no, and that's where I mean. Well, I just need them to be. Yeah, they need to be able to drop 4 bars. I don't need them to drop a 16. I don't need you to come through with a 32, but a 4 bars. That's all I ask for. You don't even gotta
give me a Ronda Marklaw.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Someone will know.
I'm gonna put the audio edit on.
Someone will know.
Yeah, for sure. Do you want to? Yeah. Do you want to get to?
Fucked over my boy, dude. MJF fucked over Wardlow. No. Fuck, dude. Mad about it.
Yeah, man.
Because we all know that Wardlow could have won if it wasn't for the distractions of Paige Van Sant, her current husband, and the co-TNT champion, Dan Lambert. Is that his name? Coach? I just call him Coach.
And MJF.
And MJF and Sean Spears. And, though, Wardlow almost got MJF after everything, after that whole... Man, I knew that Scorpio Sky wasn't going to lose the belt, first of all. I knew he wasn't going to lose the belt right away, and I knew that it was
I was worried.
I knew it was going to be cheese. I was
worried.
But...
I forgot Wardlow had cheese coming to him from all angles.
Yeah, he's got no friends.
Coming to him from all angles.
He's got zero friends.
Yes. Well...
0 currently.
Didn't somebody come out? No. He just is that savage. I forgot. He's just that savage.
MJF got out. Oh, he almost got the powerbomb and he got out.
No. Yeah, because so Spears came down with the double chairs.
Actually, Spears might have came back in and saved him.
Spears first came down with the double chairs during the match, and Wardlow got distracted
and got pushed into the pole on the outside
because he already had beat everybody up, except because
he was about to get Mr. Van Sant in a powerbomb, and Scorpio Sky came in with the baseball slide, and that's when Spears MJF happened. And then, because I'm pretty sure it ended with Wardlow getting popped with the ring.
Yep.
And I didn't take notes this week because I keep on forgetting to buy a notebook, which I will do when I go to the store.
I definitely this was a very impactful moment, and I can't believe I forgot it.
It obviously was not that impactful.
It was.
It definitely wasn't as impactful as the Hardy Boys debuting and defeating Private Party.
That was pretty savage.
I'm so good at segues, chat.
That was actually one of the top moments of the week.
My segue? Thank you.
No, I was just saying that the Hardy Bros versus Private Party, it doesn't get much better than that.
Doesn't.
That is literally like...
That's like the pinnacle of... That's the epitome of tag team wrestling right there.
Because it's...
You know how many generations they created?
It's the OGs. It's
you know
the OGs. It's the classic. It's like literally the... it's...
Like there almost wouldn't be tag team wrestling.
Yeah, it's the creators, and then... What is it? It's the master and then the student type situation.
Mentor. Oh, no.
You know,
I don't.
Chat knows what I'm talking about. He might not know, but Chat knows what I'm talking about.
Talk about the main event.
No, I was just saying that it was like a moment where you really get to see like a clash of kind of styles where it's like
The passing of the torch?
not even that. No, it's just like it's like when the new versus the old. It's just that's all I was trying to say is that there's a large generational gap.
Okay.
A large generational gap between what Private Party is and what they like emulate as style. They're very young and they appeal to young people. And the Hardy Bros are like OG classics. Like they appeal to young people, but their fans and their like core is mostly their age.
Yeah.
Or slightly younger, I would say, but mostly around their age.
They like got signed when they were 18, so it's like definitely like people their age and like
That's
a little
so
younger, you know what I
and
mean?
so that's what I mean by like it's like watching the first edition or the prototype and then like the new edition. And it's not that like one does better than the other, it's just that they're very much new or indifferent.
Chad, does this boy make sense to you?
Yeah, you watch and you see, dude. You watch and you see, dude. And maybe it's an age thing too, just because
That doesn't answer my question. I said, Chad, do you make sense to them? And then you just started talking about that. You just started talking about the wrestlers again, and you're like, yeah, just watch. And I'm like, okay,
yeah. They'll understand because just watch and you'll see what I'm saying. You know what I mean? If you just watch.
I don't think they have a saying for what you're describing.
Oh, I'll definitely be able to find that and put that in there.
Okay.
I'll definitely be able to find that and put that.
Okay. Bet. Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out together.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just something that you don't get to see that all the time. You don't get to see Tom Brady versus Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
That doesn't always happen.
Yep.
We got to see that in football. We get to see LeBron versus Giannis someday.
Yep.
But like maybe we don't. You didn't get to see Kobe versus LeBron.
I know.
So it's like, and not to say Private Party is on that level or on their level, but they are a very exciting young tag team. I mean, I think that AEW should push them because they have. I think they have the mic ability. That's where that's where like everybody can maybe be put on to win or lose. I see them lose a lot, I guess is where I see them lose a lot, but I feel like they have the mic ability. So if they were just to win, then they could definitely take control and have like a very strong push. So I like them a lot. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing them be champs one day, to be honest.
Isaiah
Cassidy. And Mark Quinn.
Isaiah Cassidy is extremely exciting.
With a Q. I don't know. I've never seen that before.
He's almost a little bit too much during the promos, but it's like, I like it.
I still am not a fan of Isaiah's high-pitched scream, although this time I was because he was about to get kicked in the nuts. I thought that was funny. Or like when he's like hella high up in the air, I'm like, oh, that's kind of terrifying. But like there's certain times where I'm like, why are you doing that?
When Keith Lee threw him, you'd be screaming like that. I mean,
you'd be screaming like that. Sometimes it makes sense, and sometimes I'm like, what are you doing?
But now I'm with you. It's time.
Now are you ready to talk about what happened?
It's time.
In a steel cage in San Antonio, Texas?
For the main event.
Dude, she came out with a mariachi band.
Yeah, she did.
And I thought it would be so savage if one of the mariachi band members Could also scream like a heavy metal because Thunder Rosa's song is like a little more alternative metal, and I was like, imagine if one of them also just started screaming. You know how savage that would have been.
That would be crazy.
And I said this last week, right? I'm pretty sure I told it last week. I told you Rosa's gonna win. I know this, but I want
Hometown,
DMD.
yeah.
I wanted DMD to, and I'm not gonna cap. DMD had me. She had me for a second. I thought she had it.
Yeah.
There was a few moments when she had the glove on. I thought she had
The
it.
lockjaw, yeah, that's the moment I thought it could happen too.
Even when she switched sides, I was like, oh, it's over. But then she was getting her hand slammed.
Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast,
Dude.
dog. The fucking mountain of chairs.
Oh, dude, yeah, she landed. There's not.
Start there. We're starting with the mountain of chairs. There was literally
not a
20 chairs.
Like you're taking that shot stiff.
Yeah.
You're just trust falling onto some chairs, man.
I mean, Thunder Rosa took like 8 chairs to the back, and they were all flat. But when
ow, for sure, ow.
But when DMD stacked them sitting up and then sideways,
because not only that, you have to land on them and then you're falling.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it was brutal.
You're falling.
It was brutal.
Also,
yeah, it was brutal.
I liked the steel cage. I liked the fact that escaping the steel cage is not a part of winning, or at least for this one. It didn't matter if you escaped. You had to win by pinfall, submission, or knockout. And their cage setup is so different. I've never seen it like this before, where like the ramp side of it, and then like the hard cam side of it, you can get to the apron.
Oh yeah.
And then the other two, they were on the mat.
Yeah.
On the ring.
That was cool.
That was cool. I like that.
I agreed with that. That's cool.
That's a cool design.
They do. So the reverse of what you kind of just said, I wish was true. I wish there was a match where there was only the ability to win by getting over the top. No DQ.
Sure. No, and like
pin.
that happens, but it was nice to see like that because that's like
the inverse.
That's a standard stupid that's a standard steel cage match. Yes. You can leave or you can pin and submit, but it's usually you fucking climbing out.
Usually they climb. Yes, they don't usually go for the pin or submission.
So if you want one of those, go watch WWE.
Yeah, but the threat of a pin or submission is always there, and what if that wasn't? It's not changing anything.
No.
I think I don't know. Because
I don't know if all steel cages were always like that. I don't in WWE. Like I don't know if they were always you can do pinfall or submission.
Yeah, well the steel cages that are that way I don't really like. It makes no sense to have a match in the cage if you can still pin or submit them, because then you're just the cage is just a weapon.
I mean the whole point is so that you can't run away from me, you little bitch. I'm trying to beat your ass. Stay in the cage, or are you too much of a pansy and do you want to escape and leave?
Nah, it's just okay.
You're gonna fight me like a man in this cage.
How many people run though? Not very often do people run.
Have you seen a start of a single steel cage match? The person who is scared immediately tries to climb out.
Okay, have you seen the start to every other match? Nobody just runs out of the match, runs away.
Not fully out the fucking all the way to the back, but there are some competitors who the bell rings and they slide out and they're like, I'm not trying to start right now. I'm not.
Yes, but
there's some, ho.
And you can do that in okay, so but you can still do that. I'm confused on what.
Bro, you're locked in a steel cage with me. Are you going to fight me or not?
They're going to fight you anyways, whether the cage is there or not. That's what I'm saying to you. No matter what,
but at some point halfway through the match, you're a little pansy and you will slide out of the ring. This is just how they normally build a steel cage, okay? You're for weeks. You are always just dodging a full match. You're finding a way to get some help. You know, from like getting help, come in, send and beat me down, or you're running away every fucking week mid-match and shit, and that's how we get to a steel cage, so that you no longer can run, or that you no longer can get help, and this is which is why they were in a cage, kinda. That way, Jamie Hayter and Rebel couldn't fucking interfere.
I understand the non-interference half of it,
I'm just
like to guarantee the non-interference, but I be better. Don't let me run. I'm only going 10 feet away, dog, and I can only go for 10 seconds. Don't let me run. What's up? Why you letting me run away then? If you're so big and bad, why you let me run away then? Why you let me slide out like that? How could I just hit a clean slide if you're so big and bad?
No one said it was clean.
No one said it was a clean slide. Hey, you're right.
Hey, there's cheeky ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm a greasy little Asian monkey. You feel me, dog? You try to grab me right now and be slipping inside and out like a muddy pig on a Sunday. Jesus Christ, you just talked for way too long about nothing.
Nah, just steel cages. And, because that one was, like you said, the epitome of a steel cage match.
That match was so fucking fire.
It's, top notch.
It's just, I'm mad that you were trying to, like, in a sense, hate on it.
No, I was shitting on other steel cage matches that have pins and submissions that are just like that. That have the ability to leave. If the cage has the ability to leave, it should just be who can get out.
Sure. Right. Yes. Who can get out?
But that's not how it's always phrased. How you phrased it is how it's sometimes phrased. It's nah, you're just trying to run. It's like, where are they going though? The match is going to be set up to where if they run for more than 10 seconds, they lose. You win. It's over. Then you get what you want. You know what I mean?
That's not what they want. I want to whoop your fucking ass.
Well, then you chase him. Then you don't need a match anyways, and then do it right now.
I know, Mija, but my record matters to me, Mija. My win-loss record matters to me, Mija. I want to whoop that ass inside of the cage.
Okay. Hey, I feel you. I wasn't trying to. I'm definitely not trying to hate on this match. I'm not even trying to hate on the stipulations of this match. What I'm saying is that match in general is kind of shaky for me. But the way they did this one is way better, and they could do because the standard steel cage match could be done better always. And this is a rendition that is better. I agree.
It was so sweet,
and it was savage because there was.
The fact that it was a steel cage and you were able to get under the ring.
I was about to say
because you could only get under the ring and under in the Hell in a Cell. Is GameStop open?
The next weapon?
Do you think GameStop's open right now? I'm about to buy WWE 2K.
Bunch of attacks.
Dude. Bunch of them.
Like, it was...
Bro. Hey, the referee Paul Turner, you're the man. Took a fat super kick, took a big bump to the outside, hit the cage. My man.
It was a great main event. We were a little bit all over the place, but it's just steel cages, man. I don't know how I feel about them, but this match,
dude, I'm gonna get you in a steel cage one day.
It was good.
How fast do you think we can blow through Rampage? Because
Thunder Rosa should be a champion.
And she, goddamn yes.
After that,
I also thought that she was like a vet, but during commentating, they were saying like I think Rosa actually has been wrestling a little less than DMD. But I did not ever. I thought like because of how how crazy clean a lot of her shit is, I'm like she had to have been doing this for so long.
Yeah, she's a stud.
100%.
Darby
that
versus
that belt looked good on her too, though.
I hope she changes just slightly to be Hispanic in some way. Like even if it were to be like adding the flowers, you know, like how they had like some flowers or something. Like even if it were to be adding like that type of accent or something, even if it's not actually,
because that would be cool.
It could be here. It doesn't even have to be necessarily they change the plating, because the plating I know is very important and it's very symbolic.
How many plates do you think they were gonna make?
Yeah, I meant like even on the edging or like on the side plating, like on the edging of the side plating. I think that they could fancy it up because she has a very strong aesthetic, a very strong aesthetic, and I think that they should play into that. I think they play into Jade's, but Jade
played what? Hey?
Jade Cargill?
Yeah, but how?
Not necessarily by the belt, but just I think that her character plays into whatever the theme of whatever she wants to be is.
It is that bitch show.
I think that
Not
yeah,
much more I can say.
like, well, yeah, Jade when she got the strap had her hair blue, correct?
I think so.
Like the strap.
Yeah, but now it's been green for a while.
Only since the beginning of March, which is St. Patrick's Day.
I thought it was before that.
Maybe it was
Because
the
I
end of
remember- 'cause
February.
Whenever TNT posted a picture of that whatever fucking game they were all at, I'm pretty sure her hair was green. Because that's when she had the money suit on. The money one.
You're right.
So like that's why it's been a
Might have been
little
right
longer.
before. Yeah, it might have been right before.
Might
You're
be
right. The
longer
week
than just
before.
March.
But it kind of it works into March.
It did work into March. Like I don't know if that was how
And
like how
I would like to see her change it again going into the next like couple months.
she does like the color.
I
green,
like
you know what I'm
Changing
saying?
it up. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Dollar bills, yo. Are you ready? Did I hit the button too premature? Of course I did, because we
Nice.
always mess things up, and that's just fine because it's time to talk about. Okay, we'll do it live.
I kind of messed it up already because I said, "Hey, how about that Darby and?"
Yeah, but I cut
what's
you
it called?
off.
Yeah,
I
we-
cut you off.
Yeah, we were
I cut him. Oops. I cut him off. That's on me.
talking about the belts,
I
and
apologize.
it's all good.
I apologize, sir.
It's all
I
good.
apologize for cutting you off.
I was trying
Floppy
to
feet.
go. I wasn't trying to go for a
Floppy
firm handshake. I was
feet.
just trying to go for some
No
dab.
one ever does. It's always so funny, especially like me. I'm like a brown kid. Like
Try to
no
go
one
for
ever.
some
No
dab.
one literally, and where I'm from, no one ever expects the brown kid to try and give a firm handshake, and they always are so confused
Trying
when
to go
like
for some
us.
dab.
Especially when I see them dap up everyone else. I'm like, oh hey, I'm AJ. I'm just now meeting
Nah,
them for
I'm
the
all
first time.
dab. I'm all dab.
I'm all handshake. I'm old school, old sport.
I
Call
feel
me
like
old school.
Darby would be a dap up type of guy.
I
He
would
wouldn't be a
tongue kiss
handshake.
Darby if you wanted to. What? What did you just say? What?
Okay, so Darby versus the Butcher.
The
it
Butcher.
was
The butcher's here. The butcher's coming.
coming. But it was a good match.
It was goddamn good. The butcher was throwing Darby around like a Raggedy Ann doll.
I was gonna say Darby knows how to always sell
I don't
and
know if
kill.
he's selling or if he is just going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know how much he's really selling sometimes.
He kills, and
You're gonna die one day in there. I'll tell you what.
setting up that 8-man Texas tornado.
I love a tornado tag. Ooh, I tell you,
See
because
how
all members are involved at the same damn time.
I love it, but name's too long. Change it.
Well, see, it's only called a Texas tornado because they're in Texas this time. Usually, it's just a tornado tag.
Okay, so since it's in Dallas, it's a Texas
Yeah,
tornado
yeah.
tag team
Yeah.
match.
Does that change your opinion on anything? It's
Yes.
only long if they're in
Thank-
Texas.
Okay, thank
know
you.
what I'm saying?
Yes, the
But
extra
also-
T is too much.
The way that Sting looked, though, when Matt laid out the challenge, Sting was looking like, what the fuck?
Like I have to do
You
this
want me
again?
to do what now? But not only that, the last time Sting and Jeff Hardy's was in a ring together.
What?
And I'll leave it at that. That's my new tagline. Legit Layla Hirsch took on Red Velvet.
Yeah, thank God Red Velvet got the W.
That was I didn't think that match was going to be super good. Like I thought it was going to be kind of like snore fest, but it was fucking good.
No, so okay. Hirsch's offensive moveset is not something that I'm maybe extremely excited about, but
sure.
Red Velvet is someone who I was waiting to see in a solo match because I've only seen them when they were together.
Okay.
So I was excited for it, and I think that it was they delivered. So it was good. I'm glad Red Velvet got the W because the rankings right now had actually Layla Hirsch above Red Velvet in the solos.
Not anymore.
And this definitely, I think, pushes her down, pushes Red Velvet up. And not to say that I think Red Velvet should be pushed into like contention of anything, but I just don't think Layla Hirsch should have won because then that does put her in contention to be like, fighting for a belt.
number 30.
Yeah, pretty much is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 30.
And so I don't know. I'm glad it went how it went. Now they can have some more matches between, in the middle to see who's really going to be number 30.
And you know what? Statlander debuted a new look.
Yeah.
Still had some makeup on, yes, tribal is what she called it. Her tribal little war paint. I think she still had a little bit on, but in her little video package, she wiped it all off and like took her contact out. And I'm happy with the decision of keeping it a little bit. I hope it stays a little bit. And the new ring gear. Chef Kiss, a swing. We really do need a fucking horn dog button. Because sometimes, chat, it's hard to not simp for some of them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Not yeah.
Not literally.
Yeah.
But like...
Not to go full simp, but to be like, damn.
To like put respect on it.
Yeah.
You just heard me say I would tongue kiss another man, for fuck's sake.
Simp respectfully.
Mm-hmm. And responsibly.
Unlike what the House of Black does with their Black Mist.
Very unresponsible.
And disrespectful. Hey, I don't call you out when you mess it up. Because I do.
Because I do to myself, for one.
And I hope for that grace in return sometimes.
Yeah, but...
Anywho.
But sometimes when it's a funny one, I'm doing it for surezies.
So I thought who they were facing,
Fuego del Sol, and
I thought he was new or newer than he is. He's actually had more matches than I thought in AEW.
He must be a dark more person.
I believe so.
Because remember when Sammy brought him up? That's that guy.
Yes.
So
well, and so he has more. I guess that's what I meant. He has more He has matches under his belt that they talked about that I didn't know about, which I thought was cool. And
good though.
And to have a spot like that where he could take out all three of them.
And because it was like...
It was sick.
It was like... It's like he was trying to do offense and it was getting reversed, but it just so happened to be lucky offense that he would hit another member
someone else. Yep.
Oh, dude, and it was so sweet.
Yeah,
and they all got taken out though.
Yeah,
and that was cool when they all got control and they all got to hit a spot on someone.
But that's what I was about to say is the House of Black. This was their first match as a full three trios, or at least second, if not first.
Totally.
So, and they need to win their first couple.
And I'd say unstoppable.
The third one, now that I think they're gonna be doing a match with Penta.
Oh yeah, for sure, coming. That's coming soon.
I think that they might lose one coming up as a trios, but I do think that they should continue to win for the foreseeable future. So I like this. I like that they got the Fuego del Sol.
They gave him a pop.
Yeah, I like that they gave him a little intro this way where he was kind of mismatched and then like got to like be a shining star in the match.
It was mad funny that he was wearing bright fucking pink.
That's what they fucking used to do to Rey Mysterio.
What? Oh, put him against.
Put him in spots where it's like, what? Rey's in a spot where like he doesn't necessarily belong, but then he puts on,
out and you're like, oh shit.
He might even lose, but you're still
shit,
like,
and now I'm like, God, now I'm a fan.
Because Excalibur, I believe, or Excalibur's not really the one to talk shit, so I don't believe.
Also, by the way.
Well, so then I don't. Then I really don't know.
Well, yeah, Rampage is usually Taz, Jericho, and Absolute Ricky Starks.
Okay. All I'll say is that someone, maybe it was Jericho then. It was Jericho's voice now that I'm remembering back. I believe it was Jericho who said, Fuego del Sol, what is he doing out there? He looks like the cub with the bear, with the bear country. Yeah, with the bear country. He looks like the cub. And I was like, man, that's disrespectful. I was like, I get disrespectful on the pod, but not that. That's mad disrespectful. And so.
Mad disrespectful.
I'm glad he got to show up. And show out. Yes. That was sick.
Yeah, on live TV because he doesn't get to do that all the time. I guess I didn't know how many matches. Do you remember what his record is or whatever?
No,
but it was
at least more than it was like double
digit matches, not like wins or anything.
No, not necessarily double digits, but more than 5. Like he had more than 3 and 4.
Okay, and I think so.
It might be double digits
because I think I've seen him maybe do like tag team like preview cards. So, like, he might have, like, a different overall record than
yes,
record.
True. And I think they spoke to his overall record.
Word.
I don't think they spoke to his singles record. His singles record could be...
His singles record could literally be...
blank.
The match against Miro and the match against... I think that was it.
So...
I think that's it. Just matches against Miro.
Interesting.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm excited for him, though. And...
It's sweet.
I was excited as well.
Little kid, you know?
For the main event.
Talk to him.
Keith Lee
Limitless.
and Max Caster?
One day, chat, I promise you, maybe in June, he'll scissor me back out of respect.
Clean on the mic, Max Caster?
Clean on the mic.
I'd let him cast my game.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. I would bask in Keith Lee's glory.
Respect. But no, all I wanted to say was we can say this and that about Swerve coming in and saying this is Swerve's house, and we can say this and that about, Ricky Stark saying he runs Rampage.
And Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah.
Beef, meat cake.
But Keith Lee's the main event.
That's the man. King Keith Lee talking like King
Mark Henry.
Someone.
If Keith Lee isn't the main event, he's taking the week off. That's how I feel Keith Lee should be used from now on, based on how they've used him and what, like, he came in.
That's true. He hasn't always wrestled, but he's definitely appeared on the show.
Yes. And I should say that his promos don't have to obviously be main event.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
because they're not, that's never that. But his matches should pretty much almost exclusively be main events now, because he kills. He's so good. When they had the part, there was a moment in the match, Max Caster was going 50-50 with him halfway through the match, and then they were like, oh no, there's an animal inside of Keith Lee. When this guy gets woken up, I'm not sure who can stop him. And that guy, when we were seeing that amount of speed and agility and like that amount
that
of
man
like
jumped over Max Caster.
Yeah.
He did the classic leapfrog duck down.
And just the athleticism combined with the charisma, and then also the presence, like everything about it. I just don't know if there's very many people like him.
Hey, yo, that man oozes machismo.
Yeah.
Okay? Respectfully. You know what I mean? That one goes out to the bad guy. All right? He oozes machismo, that Keith Lee.
And so he took care of Caster.
He's going to be a champion one day.
Yeah. And,
I really need to see this Hobbs feud first.
Yes, I want to see the Hobbs feud, and I want to see Wardlow get the strap so that it's a Lee versus Wardlow feud
for the
TNT strap. But speaking of the Hobbs versus Keith Lee feud, at the end of the match, Keith Lee got jumped.
Yeah.
And Hobbs came down, Ricky Starks came down, and he was getting 4-on-1. Swerve came down with a freaking chair.
And then threw it out right away.
That's what I was about to say, but then...
Well, I mean, they all slid out too, but...
As they all slid out, he threw it, like, damn near at them, but I thought about it, I was like, well, now it's 4-on-2, and they have the chair. That's what I thought in my head for a second. I was like, what are you doing? But
dude,
they
didn't pick matter.
Okay. They ran away.
It doesn't matter. Them in that chair is like Loki and Loki's army. You know what I'm saying? But like Swerve Strickland, he's got a Hulk. You know what I'm saying, dog?
Yeah,
he's got Keith Lee. You know what I'm saying? Keith Lee smash.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Nah, I feel you. It was just funny. It was just funny how it played out.
Funny because you're right.
It was funny how it played out.
Yeah.
but Swerve and Keith Lee as a pairing, I actually do
That's kind of sweet.
I like that as a pairing. Cool. I think that it's something where they don't have to tag team and they could just look out for each other.
Yeah.
I think it could be that type of thing. I'd like that. They don't even have to form like a group type situation.
Do you guys remember Hit Row? Anyways, is this where we talk about the moment of the week, or what do we do here?
Yeah, it's time for the moment of the week.
You want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first this week. I want to talk about something that I said we'd get to a little bit later, and it is
it's later.
Cowboy Brock and his forklift, and how if he wasn't on SmackDown this week, it might have been a dud episode.
It might have been a C- episode.
Yeah, I mean they had some stuff going for it. We talked about the Kofi. We talked about the Sasha Banks. We talked about that, but Cowboy Brock.
Oh, you know what we didn't talk about? Oh, dude, we didn't talk about Drew McIntyre. We didn't talk about Drew McIntyre and the Viking Raiders.
That was intentional.
Ooh.
But no, Cowboy Brock in the back, laughing his ass off as he turns on the forklift and drives towards that Denali is one of the greatest clips I've ever seen on the internet ever.
And he flipped it and then ran at it again.
Yeah, and then stabbed it. He flipped it up, stabbed it, and then got out and fucking chased down the second car that they got into and ripped one of the door panels off.
Yeah, the back door panel. And then he came out
with it.
Dude, I forgot. I want him to come out.
And
WrestleMania, I want him to come out with the fucking door. I don't care.
And he fucking told him what AJ told you. He told him earlier that they woke up the bipolar beast.
They fucking... And yeah, Brock Lesnar literally said 2 sentences. Or sorry, he said 3 sentences, but 2 of them were the same. The second and third one were the same, and I'm with it. That's all he had to say. Roman, 2 weeks. See ya.
Can't run from that.
Can't. Hey, you know why? Because it's in a steel cage. We do callbacks on this episode, on this show, all the time. My turn? Are you done?
Could have did a thing there.
Hey, yo. Tommaso Ciampa. It's my turn. My moment of the week comes from NXT, ladies and gentlemen. Tommaso Ciampa giving what honestly may be a farewell speech. You know, I'm surprised he's still wrestling because that man, I believe he has like a tweaked knee. His neck is bad. Like he shouldn't have been wrestling for doing the shit that he's been doing for the last few years or whatever. You know, he was getting a little sentimental, you know, saying thanks to the crowd, but he also was like, I lost my opportunity to have like one more match at Stand and Deliver, you know, which would have been so sweet if he was in contention for either belt realistically. But my boy Tony D slid from the bottom rope, jumpsuit on, fedora on, crowbar in hand. He could have did a thing, but he respects Tommaso Ciampa as a man. You know, he could have did a thing. He challenged him to a match. He says, "You want a match? I've been looking. Let's you and me. What do you say? After my daughter's big day, you and me. Let's do the thing." And then Ciampa says yes.
Naturally.
And then Tony D does a different thing by hitting Ciampa in the D. How you doing?
Said, hey, I could have did a thing, but I did a thing anyway.
How you doing, eh?
How you doing?
How you doing? And then I showed him who Enzo Amore was, and now that's all I want to do with my life.
And you can't teach that.
You want to know what they can't teach? How to fucking close out a podcast. Cut it! How do we transition into that?